Welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling a kitchen staple that sparks endless debate. Table salt, sea salt, or Himalayan salt. What's really best? You've seen the claims, one's healthier, one's more natural, one's just hype. But what's the truth? We'll break down the science, compare nutrition, health impacts, and even taste and texture. By the end, you'll know which salt fits your health, your budget, and your recipes. Drop your favorite salt in the comments. Let's see where everyone stands. Let's get into the facts. First up, the classic, table salt. This is the salt most of us grew up with, the one you'll find in nearly every home, restaurant, and cafeteria. It's the familiar white crystals that sit on kitchen tables and counters, ready to season everything from eggs to popcorn. Table salt is the most common salt, a true kitchen staple. It's affordable, easy to find, and incredibly versatile, making it the go-to choice for everyday cooking and baking. Most table salt comes from vast underground salt deposits, which are mined and then refined in large processing plants. This process strips away impurities and leaves behind almost pure sodium chloride, about 97 to 99%. The result is a fine, uniform grain that dissolves quickly and seasons food evenly. During processing, manufacturers add anti-caking agents to prevent clumping, so your salt always pours smoothly, even on humid days. These additives, like calcium silicate or magnesium carbonate, are used in tiny regulated amounts and are considered safe by food authorities worldwide. One of the most important features of table salt is iodine. In the early 20th century, iodine deficiency was a major public health problem, leading to thyroid disorders like goiter. By adding iodine to salt, countries around the world have virtually eliminated these issues, protecting millions of people from preventable health problems. If your diet is low in dairy, seafood, or eggs, foods naturally rich in iodine, using iodized salt is a simple and effective way to get this essential nutrient. It's especially important for pregnant women and children, whose developing brains need adequate iodine. Nutritionally, table salt is straightforward. It's almost entirely sodium chloride, with a small but crucial amount of iodine. Unlike some specialty salts, it doesn't contain meaningful levels of other minerals, so don't expect extra health benefits from trace elements. The main health concern with table salt, and all salt, is sodium. All salts are about 40% sodium by weight. Consuming too much sodium can raise your blood pressure, increasing the risk of heart disease and stroke. It's not the salt itself, but the sodium inside it, that's the issue. Because table salt is finely ground, it packs more densely into a teaspoon than coarser salts. That means it's easy to accidentally use more than you realize, especially when following recipes or seasoning food at the table. The American Heart Association recommends keeping sodium intake below 200 to 300 milligrams per day, about 1 level teaspoon of table salt. For some people, especially those with high blood pressure, even less is better. Table salt's fine texture means it dissolves quickly and distributes evenly, making it perfect for baking, brining, and recipes where precision matters. That's why professional bakers and chefs often rely on it for consistent results. However, table salt isn't ideal as a finishing salt. Its sharp, clean flavor can overpower delicate dishes, and it lacks the satisfying crunch and visual appeal of flakier or coarser salts. If you bake often, or if you need to ensure you're getting enough iodine, table salt is your best bet. It's reliable, consistent, and does exactly what you need it to do in the kitchen. Don't worry about anti-caking agents. They're present in minuscule amounts and are thoroughly tested for safety. They don't affect the taste or quality of your food. The real risk with table salt isn't the additives, it's using too much. Excess sodium is linked to high blood pressure and other health issues, so moderation is key. In short, table salt is cheap, reliable, and essential for iodine, making it a smart choice for most households. Just remember to use it in moderation, and you'll get all the benefits without the risks. Don't let marketing or trendy packaging make you feel guilty for using regular table salt. It's a time-tested, science-backed choice that keeps you healthy and your food delicious. Now, let's see how sea salt stacks up. What's different, and is it really better? Next, let's talk about sea salt, a product that's often marketed as natural, artisanal, and even gourmet. You've probably seen it in fancy packaging at the store or sprinkled on top of dishes at upscale restaurants. But is sea salt really healthier than regular table salt? Or is it just a culinary trend with clever marketing? Sea salt is produced by evaporating seawater, a process that's been used for thousands of years. This method leaves behind not just sodium chloride, but also trace minerals like magnesium, potassium, and calcium, which are naturally present in the ocean. These minerals are what give sea salt its unique character and are often highlighted on packaging as a selling point. The presence of these minerals can subtly influence the color and flavor of sea salt, resulting in crystals that range from pure white to shades of gray, pink, or even black, depending on the source. Some people claim these minerals make sea salt healthier, but in reality, they're present in such tiny amounts that they don't have any meaningful impact on your nutrition. To get a significant amount of minerals like magnesium or potassium from sea salt, you'd have to consume far more than is safe or recommended. In fact, eating enough sea salt to make a nutritional difference would mean taking in dangerous levels of sodium, which can raise your blood pressure and increase your risk of heart disease. It's much better to get these essential minerals from whole foods, like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and legumes, where they're abundant and come with other health benefits. Another important point is iodine. Most sea salt is not iodized, unlike regular table salt, which is often fortified with iodine to help prevent deficiency. Iodine is crucial for healthy thyroid function, and a lack of it can lead to serious health problems, especially for children and pregnant women. So, if you're thinking about switching entirely from table salt to sea salt, it's important to be mindful of your iodine intake. There's also a new concern that's come up in recent years: microplastics. Because sea salt is harvested from the ocean, it can contain tiny plastic particles that have made their way into the water through pollution. Scientists are still studying the health effects of consuming microplastics, and while the risks aren't fully understood yet, it's something to keep in mind if you use sea salt regularly. Where sea salt truly shines is in the kitchen. Its varied crystal sizes and subtle flavors make it a favorite among chefs and home cooks alike, especially for finishing dishes. Sprinkling flaky sea salt on top of a steak, salad, or even a chocolate chip cookie can add a delightful crunch and a burst of flavor that elevates the entire dish. Coarse sea salt, in particular, is prized for its texture. The larger crystals dissolve more slowly on your tongue, delivering little pops of saltiness that enhance the taste and mouthfeel of your food. Whether you're grilling meat, tossing a salad, or baking, sea salt can add a gourmet touch that's hard to replicate with regular table salt. It's also worth noting that because sea salt crystals are larger and less dense than table salt, a teaspoon of sea salt actually contains less sodium than a teaspoon of table salt, if you're measuring by volume, not by weight. This can be helpful if you're trying to reduce your sodium intake, but it's important to remember that the difference is only due to the size of the crystals, not the salt itself. If you love experimenting with different flavors and textures in your cooking, sea salt offers a world of possibilities. There are countless varieties from around the globe, each with their own unique mineral profiles, crystal shapes, and subtle taste differences. Trying out different types can be a fun way to expand your culinary horizons. But when it comes to health, don't be swayed by marketing. The trace minerals in sea salt don't make a significant difference, and the lack of iodine can actually be a drawback if you're not getting enough from other sources. Sea salt is best enjoyed for its taste and texture, not for any supposed health benefits. If you choose to use sea salt exclusively, make sure you're including other iodine-rich foods in your diet, such as seaweed, dairy products, or eggs, to support your thyroid health. Ultimately, the real value of sea salt lies in the culinary experience it provides. It's about enhancing the flavor, texture, and visual appeal of your food, not about boosting your nutrition. So, enjoy sea salt for what it is: a delicious, versatile ingredient that can elevate your cooking. But don't be fooled by health claims or fancy packaging. Remember, at the end of the day, salt is salt. Next up, we'll explore the trendiest salt of all: Himalayan pink salt. Is it really worth the hype? Let's find out. Let's talk about Himalayan pink salt, the Instagram star of salts, instantly recognizable for its rosy color and the mountain of health claims that come with it. You've probably seen it sprinkled on avocado toast, lining the rim of fancy cocktail glasses, or glowing softly in the form of a salt lamp. But what's really behind the hype? Himalayan salt is mined deep within the Kira salt mine in Pakistan, one of the oldest and largest salt mines in the world. The salt deposits here are believed to be over 250 million years old, formed from ancient seabeds that dried up long before humans walked the earth. Its signature pink hue comes from trace minerals, mainly iron oxide, but also includes calcium, potassium, and magnesium. Like sea salt, Himalayan salt is less processed than regular table salt, which means it retains those trace minerals that give it color and a slightly different flavor. You'll find small amounts of potassium, magnesium, and calcium, which contribute to its unique taste and texture. Some people say it tastes cleaner or earthier than regular salt, but in blind taste tests, most can't tell the difference. Here's the reality check. Himalayan salt is still about 98% sodium chloride, just like table salt. The remaining 2% is made up of those trace minerals, but the amounts are so tiny that they don't make a meaningful difference to your health. You'd have to eat an unrealistic amount to get any real benefit from them. Despite what you might read online, claims that Himalayan salt can balance your body's pH, improve sleep, detoxify your system, or boost your energy are not supported by scientific evidence. These are marketing myths, not medical facts. Your body is already a master at regulating pH and detoxifying itself, thanks to your kidneys and lungs. And to get enough minerals from Himalayan salt to make a difference, you'd need to eat pounds of it every day, which would be dangerous due to the high sodium content. So don't try it. Another important point, Himalayan salt isn't iodized. Iodine is an essential nutrient that helps prevent thyroid problems, and most table salt is fortified with it. If you switch entirely to Himalayan salt, you could risk iodine deficiency unless you get iodine from other sources like dairy, seafood, or supplements. The pure and ancient marketing is definitely appealing. It's true that Himalayan salt is free from modern pollutants like microplastics, which can be found in some sea salts. Its natural origins and striking color make it a favorite for foodies and home chefs alike. But being unrefined also means it can contain trace elements you might not want, like lead or arsenic. Fortunately, these are present in such tiny amounts that they're considered harmless for human consumption. Still, it's a reminder that natural doesn't always mean better. In the kitchen, Himalayan salt shines as a finishing salt. Its coarse crystals add a satisfying crunch and a pop of color to dishes, making it perfect for salads, grilled meats, and even desserts. It's more about the sensory experience than any health benefit. And what about those glowing salt lamps? While they create a cozy atmosphere and look beautiful in any room, there's no scientific evidence that they purify the air, release beneficial ions, or improve your mood in any measurable way. Enjoy them for their ambiance, not for their supposed health effects. If you love the color, the story, and the look of Himalayan salt, go ahead and use it for aesthetics and taste. It can make your meals feel a little more special, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just remember, it's often much pricier than regular salt. What you're really paying for is the visual appeal and the trend factor, not extra nutrition or health benefits. The health risks are the same as any other salt. Too much sodium can raise your blood pressure and increase your risk of heart disease, and without added iodine, it won't help prevent iodine deficiency. Don't fall for miracle claims or marketing buzzwords. There's no scientific proof that Himalayan salt is a superfood or a cure-all. Himalayan salt is beautiful, tasty, and fun to use, but at the end of the day, it's just salt. No more, no less. Choose it for its culinary flair, its crunch, and its color, not for health miracles. So when it comes to Himalayan salt, enjoy it for what it is, a beautiful, ancient mineral that adds a touch of drama to your food. But remember, the real secret to health is moderation, no matter which salt you choose. So, what's the bottom line? All three salts are mostly sodium chloride, and the main health issue is too much sodium. Table salt is best for iodine and baking. Sea salt is for flavor and texture. Himalayan salt is for looks and finishing touches. None is a health food. Moderation is key, no matter which you choose. Don't be swayed by marketing. Focus on your overall sodium intake, especially from processed foods. Which salt will you use now? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay healthy, and subscribe for more science-backed food facts. See you next time.